I just realized I was not on my beginning screen, but I was on my ending screen. Whoops. Oops. Okay, well, stuff happens. Stuff happens. I was fighting with Opera earlier just before stream, so that's probably where my mind was. Whoops. My name is Vesper Fortune, Bat of Fortune, and I hope you're all having a good fate today. Hope everyone's having a good day, good evening, good night, good void, good sacred void to you all. Oh my. I've had a super good and productive day today. I finished I've finished a chapter in my new novelette. It's not new. It's kind of something I've been working on since around last year, but I have something akin to ADHD, and I need to be working on multiple things, or else I get bored. So bored. I have so many works in progress, and they're all screaming at me. It's kind of like a haunting. Writers are just permanently haunted. It's kind of funny because I was talking to one of my friends earlier about how he was still alive at the end of his stream. So I guess this is like irony that I started my stream with the end screen and not my beginning screen. Maybe I'll end the stream with my opening. But I've had a super good day. I had some nice eats today. I had some very nostalgic McDonald's cheeseburgers delivered to me from the Space McDonald's. You know, the one that's by Mars, the one orbiting Mars. That's nice. If you haven't been to the McDonald's by Mars, I highly suggest it. Oh, and I better turn up my music again. It's doing funky things. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'm in a different setup than normal. I'm trying different steps to figure out where I feel most comfy. And today my setup is kinda more airy for me, but it's not great for because I have to lean over the mic. Hold on. I hope everyone had a good day. Just like me. I'm not sure if I have a lot to talk about today. We're doing horror today, chat. We're doing horror today. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of horror news going on in the world. I mean, besides, the news. The news is always a horror story. Human interest, more like monster interest. Here's my little box for lifting up my microphone. There we go. I'm nearly touching yellow. That's good. Not all the way, but I'm almost there. But, I've been very interested in the Persona 3 talk. I kind of want to talk about Persona 3. But I'm also kind of tempted to just save it for, my TikToks and stuff. But a lot of people are worried about, how more modern quality of life stuff is going to get in the way of actual Persona 3 storytelling, because everyone's saying how the mechanics kind of helped in the story. But I'm going to be 100% honest. Atlas they are not a AAA company, but they have the kind of a presence of one. And so it's going to be hard for them to make mechanics tell a story, because they're in that now sort of territory where they have to put quality of life before telling a story, I think. And I kind of get it, because, like, according, here's the thing, it's been a while since I played Persona 3 FES, and I played it badly. not like, oh, I'm not playing meta builds or whatever, because I can always make a good Persona. I'm talking about I used up a social link. I maxed out a social link like way before I was supposed to, because it was available a lot. So I ended up just maxing out that social link at the very beginning of the game and using that for having super strong personas. So that's what I ended up doing, and I ended up with not a lot of time. I ended up with a lot of time that I was supposed to be using for that persona and using it on other things, but that could be considered better, since then you have like a lot of free time for like raising your stats. But like, I feel like how, like I said, Atlas is very high in like game companies now. They're more well known, and like they've always been well known, but like I said, I feel like they're at a point in their size, their footprint on the industry, where they cannot have mechanics and like quality of life suffer for the story, or to build into a story like Persona 3's. The mechanics work for Persona 5 because it's more the Phantom Thieves thing totally works. But I feel like the Phantom Thieves are more like, I don't want to say an aesthetic, but the mechanics work for that. Like I said, I'm really afraid for Persona 3 as a whole coming after Persona 5. The story is going to be stronger. Like I said, people may hate me for this, but Persona 5 has the weakest story of all the Personas. I may be influenced by the fandom for that, but also I just feel just that midpoint in the story is just not so great. That. Hey Ollie, you just called me in the middle of my Persona rant. And I should really stop ranting about Persona, but I haven't been keeping up on much horror news, so I was like, I'm gonna talk about Persona. Hi everyone, this is Ollie. My fellow D&D creator. Shout out. Because I want to shout out. I don't get to do shout outs much, so I just want to have fun. But how are you doing, Ollie? I know we were talking earlier, but I just want to ask again for the chat. And everyone, go follow Ollie, best purple wizard ever. Best purple wizard ever. Can I, Yes, yummy tea. Yummy tea. This is the tea, because he is the best wizard. I actually have a green tea right now by my side. I made it earlier. I'm waiting for it to cool off, because I am, let's see here. I don't know how to do things from OBS, so I might have to do that from, oh no. Yep. There we go. Actually, no, I don't think that helped. Okay. There we go. Okay. Never mind. Everyone go follow Ollie if you can. What am I even saying if you can? It's just a button. It's a button push away. Go follow the best purple wizard ever. We were talking about D&D earlier. I figure I can say that much. I can't say much beyond that because, secrets. we're planning stuff for the future sessions of Comet Tales, and we had to keep those secret, or else what will y'all be watching for? And I can't wait, because I will be there for every episode if I can, unless like vacations take me somewhere, you know, gotta fly the observatory. But I can't wait. And like I said, the new sorcerer subclass is coming. I had to pass it by some eyes. I only got by one pair of eyes, and he has told me, not always, but another D&D friend has told me it is overtuned, which I was expecting. Because when you use 2d20s as a damage thing, it's overtuned. But you know, it was a level 18 capstone ability. I thought I could get away with it. Oh, tea is at perfect temperature. Let's go. Let's go. But I'm also super excited for Comet Tales and its eventual return. We're not going to talk about the return because it is basically... no one plays with the highest end adventures anyway. It's okay to be overtuned. Well, I feel like the level 6 skill that I made is also sort of overtuned. But that's because it also grows as the sorcerer grows. So I will definitely be tuning in the level 6 ability damage for that as well. Because it has a feature. Oh god, I'm dying! No. It has the level 6 feature. I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it for everyone. It kind of works like Hex, but more. Like a Warlock Hex, where if you attack the target, a specific target, like I'm not saying much more than that, but if you attack the specific target, you do more damage with every single target damage spell. And every time this upgrades every like 3 or so levels, but it's at level 6 you're doing an extra d4 per attack spell on this target, but then at level 9, I think, level 9, yeah, it's level 9, that turns into a d6. Or I could have started at d6 and then it goes to a d8. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's at a d6, so I will probably be bringing it down to a d4. Or I will just stop at the second to last upgrade, Because I know at some point there is a point where I have it doing an extra d10 for every spell on this creature, every damage spell. It's not like you can cast a non-damage spell and have this added. So it's very it attacks specific targets, and it's very resource heavy as a class. Yes. Oh no, your cute emote didn't show up in my chat. No. I'm probably gonna have to look into that. Yeah, it's very overtuned. Well, yeah, it's probably that. I'm going to have to look into it because I love my little chat thing. I'm going to look into more overlays because I want my overlays to match my new panels. And I love my new panels, but I kind of feel like my overlays, while beautiful, kind of aren't going. They're beautiful, and I love them. But like the initial space theme, I think, is going against the aesthetic as a whole, and should be going more towards blues and stuff. And like, though the purples in the background do match the purples on my fur, so I had to think about. I've been thinking about doing a few changes, and like being given the new panels is kind of like me being like, oh, maybe I should do that. But anyways, I'm trying to think if there has been any new, oh yes, by the way, everyone, my panels have been done by, Kaylin Frost. You can go to our Twitter profile in my new artist panel. Check it. Please. Check out my artists, or like I will hurt you. No, I won't hurt you. I will just judge you immensely from the observatory while firing the laser cannon I have it hidden in the bottom. Just a warning. But please check out all the artists that I have hired to like bring me together. I couldn't be here without my lovely artists, who I overpay a lot. I got my panels for free, but I'm probably gonna overpay Kaylin once I get emotes, cause I'm gonna get her to do my emotes, cause if you look at lovely Oliver's emotes that he's posting in chat right now, all those are done by Kaylin Frost, and so I want some of those emotes too. And like if I ever go corporate, which is unlikely, I'm going to get Kaylin to do those emotes too. If I ever get famous, I want to bring everyone up with me. I'm going to get everyone on a rope and just drag them up the famous hill. Not to be famous, but to have their work appreciated for what it is. Because everyone I love deserves more love. Especially Ollie. He works super, super hard. I wouldn't be here without Ollie. And yes, I am very much bowing him up because he's here, but also because it's true. But okay. I should be done with talking. I'm not just chatting, though I could be. I should have some just chatting screens. Just chatting screens. I should spin an entire just chatting I swear English is my first language. I swear. I should have a just chatting stream where I do nothing but scream. Just bat screeches. Just bat screeches into the void. It would be cathartic. And for some reason Steam just popped up out of nowhere. Lovely. Steam just infiltrating my life. My stream. I will not be surprised if Steam Yes, you should always scream on stream. Maybe we'll get some new followers who are into that. But I will not be surprised. Okay, I said I was gonna stop talking, but I want to talk about the future of the stream. Actually, I was thinking about talking about that, but I didn't. Oh my god, I don't have a brain. I will say this I will talk about this for the next few minutes or so. But I have no plans to move on from Twitch unless like Twitch suddenly goes down in flames, which it looks like it's going to. But a recent creator, not one I respect, I'll be frank, is gonna start streaming on Kick, and I can see if something happens to Twitch and they can't get him back, that Twitch may just start losing other creators. Yes, I have the freedom to run away with no affiliate or partner contract, but I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to leave you guys, and also, like, I will leave if a bunch of you guys leave, but I'm not going to, cause like you said, I currently have no, I have a few followers on here, and even though I'm just starting, I still don't want to rebuild. It's like I only have an OBS setup for Twitch right now. Like I said, if you guys leave, I'll leave. But like, what I'm seeing right now is that Twitch is the only one for streaming. But like I said, a huge creator just got a kick contract, and I can see him leaving Twitch if... Sorry. I can see him leaving Twitch if they don't offer him a... If you only... Go ahead, I don't mind. I love all my lurkers here. Lurkers help every stream. But, I can see, Twitch kind of quickly falling down the rabbit hole of no going back if they cannot offer single we can only have you contracts to people like the person who got their contract today from Kick. I don't even want to say his name because I don't respect him that much. He has been an issue. But like, if Twitch doesn't offer anything to creators like Shoto or Iron Mouse or anyone like huge, it's gonna go down. Like, a lot of the smaller creators, like, they're only staying because, like, it's the only place. But if other places pop up, I can see it going down, and very quickly, I may add. There are a lot of YouTubers hopping over to Restream, and I've been seeing people hop over to Kick, but I'm not gonna support that. And then there's Glimish, and there's still YouTube, which recently lifted up some of its restrictions. If anywhere, I'm going to go to Vstream, mostly because I'm not gonna survive on Kick. It may have the money, but that's a lot. People may be like, oh, but you just need to hire mods and stuff. It's like, mods are only gonna help so much. And I currently don't have the manpower if I'm hate rated, because I don't think a lot of bots work on Kick yet. I think that's mostly because a lot of bot creators don't want to support Kick either. So it's like, it's not a viable option if you're a more marginalized creator. Especially if you're a marginalized, smaller creator, I may add. And like, also, I don't think I have like the content for Kick, because because I do a lot of RPGs and indie stuff and horror, and I just don't feel like that is Kick's audience. I don't know, maybe in like a few months when other people have like given more shape to Kick and like it's safer for other creators, but right now it just feels like the gross gross male ghost straight cis male who has bad opinions streaming service. And I cannot support that. I will be on fire and in the ground before I go to that place. Same. I will go there to claim my name, maybe. And just to make sure nobody can stream as my official account. Because, like, I know that there are people who will be like, if I ever get popular enough, they will just steal my avatar, my pretty face, my pretty body from VODs or something, and just cut it out and use it. That's why I never posted like all my PNGs on Twitter, because I do not want to risk that. But right now, if Twitch suddenly goes down and like it's just all you can eat, all you can flee, all men for themselves, is likely going to be VStream. Or if somehow I can manage it, I will make my own like HTML site, because that was going around for a little bit. And I will somehow put up a chat box and like a stream thing and stream from there, because that would be cute. Like having your own like little like private website to stream from. And just like supporting all your friends having their own websites again. That I want to go back to the internet around the early 00s. I want to go back to the 90s internet, and I'm totally going to support the aesthetic that's going to come from that. I'm supporting everyone who wants to build their own websites, because every other website is dying. But yeah, VStream is looking like where I'm gonna go, because I don't think I have it. It's going. Depending on how well my TikToks come off and my YouTube, maybe I'll go to YouTube. But I'm thinking VStream, because I think there are a lot of VTubers in coding and stuff. I mean, like, you'll see it with Taijiro and, oh my god, I want to say his name is NM64, who are creating a lot of good coding around VTubing. I can't imagine them helping make stuff for VStream. But like, that's the future of my streams in case Twitch suddenly goes down. It's going to be VStream or YouTube. I read that you can stream from Twitter, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. That may be worse than streaming on Kick, I'm telling you that. At least I have more followers on Twitter than I do here though, so maybe. But yes, VStream or YouTube, depending. I'm not sure if it's become easier to stream on TikTok as a VTuber. I heard that they still don't like it. So that's unlikely to happen. And I think Instagram is dead. I can't even get on Instagram. It's sad. Or maybe even Picardo. You can stream games on Picardo. And honestly, I might do that because I do want to stream like Dramatical Murder and Memento Beyond the Void, but I can't be doing that on Twitch. Can't be doing that sort of stuff on Twitch. Well, I've talked enough, and y'all are tired, probably, of hearing about all the bad stuff about Twitch. I mean, y'all probably already know it because y'all are here. But let's go into gaming. Let me bring up my chat on my phone. VTubers, we have multiple phones for everything. I opened up my Twitter and saw something funny. Okay. Go to my channel. I know I'm live. Okay, there we go. Make sure I turn that down. Okay. Yes, you should. Ah yes, my Nightbot is working. And just as a reminder to everyone, I'm actually going to I'm going to roll people myself now, because apparently what was wrong was when the bot assigned the role, nothing happened. So, like, I had to assign roles myself, and that was what was wrong with my Discord. So if you join my Discord, I will mod you. I will not mod you. I don't want to mod 25 people. That's crazy. But if you go into my Discord, I will roll you myself if you interact with the little bat in my rules. So just interact with the bat, and I will give you the pup role, and you'll be able to see the entire Discord that's available to pup. Special people get other roles. Mostly because those people are either mods, or they're going to be, or they're a part of my inner circle of people who help me sacrifice children. Okay, oh no, we're not playing that. We're not playing that. We are going to play, what was it? Oh yes, the monster in the window, I think? Monster in the woods. Okay. I swear, I just downloaded these games and it's like, oh. Okay, hold on. I do not hear anything. That's because there's no sound. Okay, and game capture. Okay, well. Is it because it's... Hold on. Okay, well, I heard that. Now, how do I get it on screen? Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Oh my. Oh my. Just make you tiny. Okay, I still don't see all of it. We got ourselves a nice square game, folks. Nice square game. Now, this was made for, oh, what was it made for? I have the thing here. It's made for one game jam or another. And, however, I know it's gay. However, most horror is. You cannot deny horror is gay. Oh, the non-binary jam, I think. The non-binary game jam. So we got the non-binary game jam from the monster. We got the monster in the woods from the non-binary game jam. Okay, so always dash. We're going to turn down a little, all this down to 80. We're turning that down to 40. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. No? Oh, I already hate this. Oh, okay. No, no, let me out, let me out. I pressed a button and I screwed up already. Okay, let me just close out of this. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Can't have anything in this house. Okay, good. It remembered my, thing. Hate to take you out of the horror, but I screwed up. Okay. I don't like this. This is cool. This is very atmospheric. I mean, you start off the game with this creepy music, hundreds of dead trees, and I'm turning down the creepy music. Just enough. There we go, there we go. But wow, I don't like this. What's up with this poor child? Why are they alone in the woods? Why are they alone in this creepy woods? Oh. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, chat. That actually gave me a chill. That tree running up and doing the thing. Ooh, we can go down here now. We can go down here now. And it's useless. Useless. I'm actually pretty sure there's a name for whatever musical effect they were going with there, that up and down the voice. Wait. Wait. The big tree is missing. There's a much larger tree in the middle of all those trees, I think. Yeah, I think that was the tree, and that's also the tree that ate me. Excuse me, sir. I know what you're gonna do. Sir. Sir, this isn't my soul to take. We can't be having that kind of stuff happening. Sir, sir, I know what you are. Sir. Okay? Oh, I start here now. Where have you been? I've been worried sick. It's getting very late. You know better than to go outside, especially at this time of day. I'm sorry. You should be. What if that monster got in you? Let's get home now. I have supper ready and you need to get cleaned up. Come along now. Oh, the door is red. The vegetables I asked you to grab earlier are still in the garden. I would appreciate if you could bring those in as I asked you to do this morning. I'm going to set the table for supper. Don't take too long, okay, sweetie? I'm getting kinda sus here. I mean, I know. Here's the thing, like, when you know something is a part of a specific game jam, you know stuff is about to go down. A grave marker for your sibling. I wonder who's the real monster here. I don't think it's the monster outside, not the handsome monster, no. Yes, the monster is handsome, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I'm at least admitting it. I need you to gather some ingredients for dinner tonight, okay? In order not to stray too far or stay out too late. I would hate for you to meet the same fate as your sister. I'll be careful. If you need me, I'll be taking care of cleaning the kitchen. Be home by sundown. You need water, mushrooms, herbs, walnuts, and the creepy music. Your guardian told you what happened to your sibling. You don't want it to happen to you. I have a feeling it's a lie. I have a feeling what happened to our sibling is a lie, mostly because we haven't been told it. You are missing some ingredients. She'll be angry. Oh god, this creepy music again. Can we go all the way to the right? No. I don't think we can even dash. Can we? I don't know why I keep going back. Mostly because I don't want to be here myself. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. Can I not? Can you please? There we go. I have a feeling walnuts is gonna be the last thing we get. Who sends out their child into the middle of the forest? And see, the tree's missing. The tree monster daddy is missing. I mean, I guess I get it. If your kid knows how to survive out here in the middle of the forest. But it definitely feels like this is the last sort of place you want to be sending your child. It's the monster. Hide in the woods or run. Hide in the woods. Hello? You better not be out here, or that monster will get you. Where did she run off to? Oh no. Oh no. Peppa, please, don't hurt me. Hmm? Not hurt. Well, wait. I scare you. Yes. Sorry. It's okay. What's your name? But you can just call me Marissa. How goes it? Well, we are a child befriending a monster, and our mom seems to be evil. Oh, that's a nice name. The monster's skull moves up and down, making a sound. You think they're laughing. Ah, so the usual then? Yeah. You know how all indie horror games go? You think they're laughing. Do you live out here? Yes. The monster sounds like the wind, so I don't think it's evil. Like, usually if you want to evil code something, you don't make it sound like nature. Me too. I live here with my guardian. So they're not really our mom, they're just a female caretaker. And something happened to your sibling, and our sibling is dead. My sibling lived here too. Did you know them? They nod. Ma'am says a monster killed them. But that's not true, is it? Did you kill them? No. That's good. Sorry. It's okay. Ma'am says they're in a better place. We used to spend all day in the woods. I think they must have liked it here a lot. We didn't get to have a funeral for them. Ma'am says the body was too mangled. Why? I don't know. Ma'am says it happens. That's why I can't leave the house except to do chores. Dangerous. You... Looks like they're struggling to talk. It's like they have to use the wind to speak. Shouldn't hear that. Oh. Ma'am tells me things like that all the time. She says that will happen to me if I try to leave. I'll be torn apart and have my tongue whip out. I protect. The game is The Monster in the Woods. Let me go find it on my itchy. Here we go. Please close, Opera. Thank you. There we go. And I will pin that until we play another game. There we go. Although I should probably say that that's the game I'm currently playing, but oh well, I'm a noob. Okay. I think we already know where the story is going. Okay, so let's actually talk about good coding and evil coding. Quite, not so different from queer coding actually, but like, we know how to, when a character is evil or not. And also, like I said, this is a non-binary game jam game. So, like, there are some things that are a little mixed up, but, like, if you don't code nature as bad. You can't really code nature as bad. So, because of how he speaks using the wind, even if it sounds like a gust, a cold wind, it's still very nature coded, so he's kind of aligning with good. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. And not to mention, even if, like, the forest is dead, there's still the sound of crows and bugs. And normally, when something evil walks through the forest, or, like, someone is trying to evil code something, is that the whole forest would drop dead silent. The giant spooky monster would too easy to make evil. Yeah, basically. Like, we're all... Like, honestly, none of this is a surprise if you've played indie games. This is, like, the indie game trope. Or, like, just a queer joke. I see this monster and immediately went, they are friend-coded. Yeah, because, like, this is another thing, is that the monster is kind of coded like death or something similar. If you watched or read Ancient Magic's Bride, one of the main characters looks a lot like him. And like the general deer skull on top of a dark outfit, or a cow skull, like any sort of skull with antlers has become more friend coded than devil or evil coded. Which is very funny. Like, if you have more experience with, I think, more anime and Eastern media, this immediately becomes, they look like friend. Also, another thing is that their antlers, their horns, aren't regular horns, they're branches, they're tree branches. Even if they're not covered in leaves, that means they're kind of like life coded. So, like, this creature is very, very friend-shaped. Thank you. Oh no, it's almost sundown. I have to go back or Ma'am will be angry. Can I talk to you tomorrow? They nod. Your smile widens. They seem too shy to be a villain, yeah. And they definitely don't come off as a mindless force of nature. I've been looking everywhere for you. Where did you go? I was looking for walnuts. This whole time? Ma'am, have you not seen how dead the forest you live in is? You ain't getting walnuts from anything. Ma'am, are you blind? Ma'am. I told you to be home by sundown. Yes, ma'am. I was very worried. I'm sorry. So, like I said, I was talking about villain coding, and ma'am already talks very selfishly. I don't know. Guess we'll have to talk about that then. Until then, no more going into the woods. At all. Don't talk back to me. You should have thought about this before you decide to break the rules. I only do this because I love you. Ugh. Evil adoptive parents are a long-standing trope too. Yeah. Technically, that even goes back to mythology. If you could consider Hera an adoptive parent of Hercules. Though she's not really evil, she's just a bitch. Though, I would consider Hera more of a villain in Greek mythology. A lot of people want to villainize Hades, but that's mostly due to Christianity and Disney. Ripped you apart, thrown your body parts all over the woods. That's what it would have done. Yeah, I really like... Yeah, Oliver knows about, like, all the people that the gods are based on. And my best friend is really very much the Persephone Hades shipper of the world. She is very much that person. That's what we've done. She's very much for the modern tellings of Hades was not a bad person, and Persephone deserves him, and that Persephone and Hades have true love. Though, I don't think she would really like I don't think she really liked the Percy Jackson series because of how much she loves Persephone and Hades. That's what we've done. I am protecting you. For everything I do for you, I deserve some respect. I was going to talk to you about this later after I had thought on it some more, but I think now is the time. You're going to be homeschooled, starting tomorrow. Yeah, we were kind of already seeing it. Like, one thing I noticed is that she was talking in a way that you wouldn't talk to any child under the age of 13. Unless they were, like, already, like, precocious. Oh wow, Nightbot really putting in the work tonight. Like, if this child is like under 8, I would definitely not mention the being ripped apart into pieces. We're going to move far away from here where I can keep a closer eye on you. Oh, no, do not talk back to me. We should have done this as soon as your sister died. She didn't listen to me. She tried to run away, and look what happened to her. We are leaving as soon as you're packed. And I will hear no complaints about it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Good. Now go inside and help me pack. Yeah, we kind of saw it at the beginning of the game, which wasn't too long ago. This is a very short game. It's another jam game, much like the Eurivania games. Look what you've done to her. Out of control. Both of you. For her sake, I hope she's smarter than you. Oh. Child. Get your ass back here right now. You ungrateful little... Leave her alone. No, please don't hurt me. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm innocent. Liar. Friend coded 200%. Yes. Please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Not yet. We're running away. We're gonna leave her there. Yeah, bye not, Mom. I'm not sure if the help was for her or for the monster. I ran all night and into the morning. Someone found me at the edge of the woods and took me to a police station. They asked me what happened, where my guardian was. I told them. Someone attacked her, and then I ran. I was put into foster care. A nice family took me in. They were much nicer than Ma'am. I never saw the monster again. I wonder if they're still out there. I'm supposed to see a therapist soon to work through my memories my younger self had buried. Things a child can't let themselves remember if they want to feel safe in their home. I didn't hate Ma'am, even if I should. I know the monster is protecting me from her. But I have nightmares. I don't think they'll ever go away. But I think it would be worse if I had gone away. I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Ending. Self-preservation. Okay. I'm going to see what the other ending is. But we know he's a friend now. And you see, he was falling behind us the entire beginning of the story. I don't think we ever got to saw that, but like... But, like, if you notice, he is in all these scenes right here at the start of the game. So, like, they try to horror code him. But it doesn't, like, end well, because he is just, like... Because, like I said, he's very nature-coded. Even if it's, like, dead nature, it's still nature. And there's this thing where, like, in fairy tales and stuff, like, whatever said, like, in Grimm, it's usually, like, in fairy tales, fae and stuff tends to favor the children, you know, when they're not, like, eating them. We're going to see what the other endings have. Because I'm that kind of person, so we're gonna help. I'm not sure if the help is for her or for the monster. I want to say it's for her, so we can, like, make sure the monster isn't a murderer type of deal. Like, even they try to dark code the forest, like, through the music. But it's definitely more of how the Guardian speaks, because she speaks very neutrally, even at her best. And at worst, like we just saw, she speaks very abusively. I forgot I have to enter through a certain area, or else it's just me going back and forth. And plus, it's the Guardian who lives out here. The Guardian chose to live out here in the middle of this forest. Like, who does that? Can I save? Oh yeah, that's probably what the triangle button is for, but I can't get it to load. We're gonna hide in the woods. I wonder what running we've done. Like, here, for example, here, instead of being calming and comforting, she's being antagonistic. Like if you're a parent telling your child not to go out somewhere because there's a monster, you shouldn't be angry, you should be worried. Okay, now we're gonna flash forward through all this dialogue. Very friend-shaped he is. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be. I think he's just supposed to be one of those general dear nature death things. But like I said, he's very nature coded and thus dark nature, but still very nature coded. And it's kind of like Princess Mononoke, where like nature isn't evil, it's just there. And like even if it's out to kill you, it's usually because it's out of self-defense. Okay, hold on. He's right here. Hold on. Let's get a zoom in on our friend here. Let's zoom in. Let's get a nice big picture of the friend. Look, friend. Actually, yeah, he is very, very, very friend-shaped. Very friend-shaped. I thought we got a pretty good picture before we tore apart, man. Well, we're getting a better picture now. Okay, I had to resize. Hold up. We were getting a better picture of the friend-shaped friend. If not friend, then why friend-shaped? Oh, still need to downsize just a little. There we go. I just want a bigger picture. It's okay. Ma'am says they're in a bit. Okay, yeah, we already read all this. We're only going through all this because I can't save for some reason. Like, even at their best, this guardian, like, she just said that man threatened to rip her tongue out, or that she would have her tongue ripped out by the monster. And like, again, that doesn't seem like something you tell a young child. Like, maybe jokingly, since like tongues are kind of like a gross organ when they're outside of like your mouth. So like that might be something you do as a joke at best. And like again, like this is like the entire like downfall of her character. Yeah, bad man would come and hurt us, then take us away. Yeah, that's something you tell a young child. You don't tell a child the monster's gonna come rip you apart and mangle you. Yeah, yeah, but you're not like. Yeah, you normally got more details, but definitely feels like. It definitely feels like that's not something you. It definitely feels like something you shouldn't be like, oh, there's a monster living in the woods that's always going to be a threat. And again, she moved out to this woods, or was already living in the woods with this child, these two children. I'm not being nice to her. I see no reason to be nice to this woman. But this definitely feels like it was inspired by fairy tales. I think this was just made by a non-binary creator. I don't think being gay or non-binary has anything to do with the game itself. But it definitely feels like it has that... It could be a metaphor. Like the child is leaving because of their... Like besides the mother being abusive, for parts of their own identity, and they're being taken in and protected by someone older and a part of the community. I like that he's called friend, or they're called friend. Help. Stop. I protect. You. Be good. Oh no, I hate this ending. Are you okay? Let's go inside. It's getting late. Oh, I hate this ending. Though it means we stay in the woods. Can I go talk to friend? Can I go talk to friend? Let's go look at the grave. Thank you. Wait. 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 The next day, my guardian went through the process of putting me up for adoption. I was scared at first, but I felt like things would turn out okay. I was never adopted, but I was lucky to avoid the scariest parts of foster care. I started seeing a therapist at my university to work through my CPTSD and the memories I was too young to come to terms with back then. It's been a very long journey, but I've made it through. I know my sibling would be proud of me. Ending. Moving on. Let me actually check. There are 3 endings, yeah. Yeah. 3 endings. Yeah, this is a good ending, though. I liked Preservation where the woman was killed. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when in fiction they do the things we actually want to do. It's like sometimes I just don't want to be nice. I'm in games, I can be mean. I say choosing the nicest routes possible. Okay, so I'm not sure where the next ending branch is. I didn't think I'd be playing this game for so long. Though, to be fair, it's just me mostly talking about villain coding and hero coding and good coding. Maybe. Can I go back? No, friend left. Okay. Why did the music change like that? Am I playing two games at once, or... Yeah, let's reset. Let's reset for the friend. Okay, hold up. I'm resetting for friend. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. the the game also just works from the itch.io page. So if you want to play it right away, it's on the itch.io page. Let's see here. We are restarting for friend. I can't interact with friend. Friend. Though I think I know where the next ending split is. I think it's going to be the runaway part. Plus, I can't really interact with friend on this screen because look where he is. He's over there in the middle. So it's impossible to interact with friend over here. So I think it's entirely choice based. I wonder if I can get the herbs early though. No. So yeah, it's definitely choice based. So I think our first choice is going to be run when we get here. And maybe also skip over getting all the stuff. That may also lead to an ending. Hi, friend. And like I said, like, it's really hard to evil code something when, like, literally all the signs of life are still there. Like, you can still hear the crickets and stuff. Also, here's another neat thing. Originally, the monster was out. Our friend was in the middle, but now he's closer to you. Like, he's on the left side of the screen instead of being on the center. Like, she calls us sweetie at one point, but that's the only time of affection we, get. Can I go back? Is that it? Can I go back? Is that an option? I don't care if she's angry. I've seen the endings. I'm watching where... Okay. Okay, yeah. 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 I'm not 100% sure. But I think the game has basically outright said, through not so subtle hints, that the monster is your sister. Can I? You know what? We're not going to get the herbs because I don't want to feed this woman. I want this woman to be weak. It's not like I... Cantador sibling. Like, what I'm assuming is that originally the story of the monster is fake, but then the sibling became the monster. Well, that is disappointing. What were you doing all this time? Looking for the ingredients? Well, either you're lying to me or you're just too dense to know where to find basic ingredients. You are lucky I am taking care of you. You'd probably be dead by now if I wasn't. I suppose I'll have to get the rest myself. Lord knows you'd walk right into the mouth of the monster if I let you run out here much later. That reminds me, I have something I want to talk with you about at dinner. But first you need to clean up. You are covered in grime. I'm sorry. Sigh. I know how you are. And we have our friend there, who wasn't originally there in the first place. But I think even if this was your, like, first choice... Oh, friend is here. Do you miss her? Yes. I miss them a lot. It's sad what happened. She tried to run away and that monster just... It's horrible that you had to hear about it. How the monster ripped her apart, completely unrecognizable. We couldn't have a funeral for her, you know. Too gruesome of a sight. I know. Oh my dear, it's awful that you have to be here of all places. The memories must be unbearable. Wouldn't you like it better if we moved away from all this? Always something you want to tell a child about their sibling, yeah. What do you mean? I've been thinking we should move to a city. Away from all these messy words and messy memories. Why, I could even homeschool you. You wouldn't have to worry about bullies or mean teachers. I could watch over you and take care of you much more easily than I can out here. This forest is far too big and too dangerous. I don't want you to end up like your sister, sweetie. My heart just couldn't handle it. What do you think? Doesn't it sound wonderful? No. Well, you don't know what's best for you. I do. So get used to the idea. And do it quickly. We're leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes, that is what I said. Now get inside and pack your things. I don't want to miss the flight. Yes, ma'am. Blind is a solid club, but the intentions are usually for the best. Maybe misguided. Yeah. I think it's mostly because I'm thinking more of modern parenting than what we probably grew up with. You probably wouldn't have more modern parents be like, oh, sweetie, something happened. That's probably something you'd see. I'm probably thinking of more softer parents. I think it just depends on the household, on how the household and the child, on how blunt or how direct or how I don't want to say uncaring, but some children are precocious and learn about death and gore far too easily. Like, my nieces knew about Danganronpa than they should have, like, before they should have. So, like, honestly, I would be like, listen, he was all chopped up to pieces. Chop chop. Don't want to go back to sea. I like it here. Friend. I remember Sesame Street when that one actor died. He's not coming back. Just because. Just because? Just because. I don't remember that though. Like, that Sesame Street was right when I was on the verge of gaining my consciousness at 5. I don't want to leave. I wish you could help me. It was an old episode, oh yeah. Oh, friend. Oh no, what happened? Go back to sleep, we have to get up early tomorrow. Huh? Oh my god. No, please, please don't. No, don't! Okay, yeah, this was the last ending. When I woke up in the morning, my guardian was gone. I don't know if she decided to go to the city without me. Or if that monster she used to terrorize me with had gotten to her. I just knew she was gone. When I couldn't find her, I called the police. It's one of the only numbers I could remember. I didn't know what else to do. They couldn't find her anywhere either. My time in foster care wasn't the best, but the family I ended up with was really nice. They have helped me work through my abandonment issues, and I'm even working on finding a therapist. My mom thinks I've shown symptoms of repressed memories for a long time. That's common for kids of my kind, with my kind of childhood, to have memories they've locked away in order to feel safe with the only caretaker they have. My childhood was difficult, but I made it through. I'll look through whatever else life has in store for me. Ending, the less you know. So that was the last ending. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. That's the first game done. And apparently my, very minimalist ending. Yeah, very minimalist. Neutral, yeah, it's the neutral, because the first ending was red. The one where we just left our caretaker to die. The good ending was blue, the one where we didn't leave our caretaker to die. Instead, we left them in the woods to be tortured for the rest of eternity. Now I'm thinking about that was probably a good ending. Imagine being left alone with where your torturer lives for the rest of your life. Or something. I mean, the caretaker probably could have moved after, but I like to imagine she didn't. So, like, yeah, that was probably neutral at best, though I kind of like, I'll be honest, I kind of like the bad ending. I would have more liked an ending where we stayed in the woods and became like a witch or something with our sister skinwalker thing. Becoming a witch in the middle of the woods is always the good ending. But yeah, that was the Monster in the Woods, and I'll say the creators did a really good job of making our friend friend-shaped. Or well, our sister friend-shaped. Cause I will not say it was heavy-handed, but I will say it became obvious at a point. Just because of how like it appeared at our sister's grave, and how the sister was a big focus of the game. It's like, oh, this happened to your sister. Your sister was the one who died to the monster. And the sister was originally threatened by the monster. So I'm assuming that there wasn't a monster before the sister. I'm going to assume that the caretaker killed the sister, and the sister became, through like a force of caring and through, I'll assume, the fairy tale magic of the woods itself, the sister became the friend. Which also is kind of like the monster, which kind of also kind of transcodes the monster, because usually you see antlers on males. So she took on like this masculine monster form in order to scare the caretaker and care for her baby sibling. Which is actually kind of very interesting. But yeah, that was pretty good. With shorter amount of times, you have less time to be subtle. But I do think that was subtle enough to be like, oh, the monster's the sister. Though they never outright say it, so it could just be a coincidence, but I definitely feel like there's enough coding there, enough shadowing for us to say the friend is the sister. So yeah, that was pretty good. I have a visual novel next. I have two options. I have a visual novel, and then I have an outright first-person horror game. I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to the first-person horror game. Because mostly I just don't like first-person. But, wait, do I have it open already? I haven't opened it yet, I think. Let me find it. I know I downloaded it. Oh wait, hold up. Yeah, I haven't moved it to my game folder yet. Whoops. I think I'll save the visual novel for later, because that's kind of a big thing. Actually, no, it's kind of short. But I just have to say Elden Ring isn't gay, but it's totally gay. Bloodborne is viscerally feminine, as one YouTuber put it, and I want to say Elden Ring is outright gay, but there's enough gay there. Just Ranny alone. Ranny's queen, slay. You know what? I'm 7K words. I remember the thing saying the. I may save this for next Thursday because it is a 9-ending horror game. So that may mean I have to restart it a lot. So we may actually play the visual novel. Yeah, we're gonna play the visual novel because I feel like if I want to end at 11, which I do, I want to end at 11 and then I want to raid B if she's still playing. Let me check and see if B's still playing, because B is working with a trans rights charity today, I think. Oh no, B's not playing anymore. Well, that's alright, because we can just raid. We can raid yeah, I don't see B either. Which means I'm probably going to raid Ruby. There's another person who I don't really get to raid on because they mostly play during the day, but I'm not sure how long they're going to be on either. And yes, as my Nightbot is saying, remember to snack or get a drink. I'm going to have to add stretch because I know some of y'all be shrimping. But if Ruby's still on, or if Clown's still on, oh well, not Clown, Rainbow. If Rainbow's still on, we might raid them. River's on too. I have too many choices. But let's see what Stillwater has for us. Let me just get my game capture on. Why does game capture not want to work tonight? Okay. It's doing a thing. Everything wants to do a thing tonight. Okay, game capture. Capture a specific window. There we go. Why are you on top? You should be on the bottom. There we go. And do I want to full screen you? Yeah, sure. Let's full screen you, baby. Actually, you know what? Let me just full screen this and see if it just automatically goes to full screen on OBS. Almost, not quite. We'll put you in the middle. Right between the black lines. There we go. Oh god, it's off center. Ugh. But we're gonna be playing some Stillwater, which is horror adjacent. Horror adjacent. horror adjacent. Unfortunately, I can just play this with my mouse. Ooh. Getting some very... I don't want to say Alan Wake vibes because I never played Alan Wake. Maybe, if someone decides to buy that for me, maybe. Hint, hint. But I'm getting like some nice spooky Twin Waters vibe. Twin Waters. Twin Peaks. I'm getting like that kind of vibes. Hint, hint. Facetious winking. Facetious winking. Ooh, typewriter. This is a work of fiction. The resemblance to any real-life people is purely coincidental. This game contains depictions of horror, mature themes, violence, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Actually, let me unpin this. Let me unpin. Can I... Opera open. Game page. Close. And now we are playing... Oh, have I been in just chatting this entire time? Okay. I will work on that. Oh, here we go. I will be on top of my streaming. It's just not tonight. I will be on top of this, though. There we go. We're now playing Stillwater, it's a visual novel. It's horror. I think it's more horror adjacent than straight up horror. But, it's a mystery. It's horror or horror adjacent. I think it's more mystery and thriller than horror. Y'all know how mysteries and thrillers can get. They can get pretty adjacent to regular horror, depending on the red lines, depending on the subject matter. So we'll be seeing how close to horror this is. But let's continue. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down. If we can just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening one after another. Every day there is this damn dripping sound. And I thought it was something leaking at first, but I checked every faucet, every ceiling, every pipeline, and still I still hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Oh, but the water. I find random pools of water just appear out of nowhere, just like the dripping. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. I don't know if it's my paranoia, but I swear I could hear footsteps walking along the hallways, walking on pools of water. They walk, and they walk, upstairs, then downstairs, and upstairs and downstairs 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 and upstairs and downstairs. And it goes on and on and on and on like that. But somehow it does come to an end. And it ends all in front of your grandfather's room. I know that this is a lot, but you have to believe me. No matter how many times I clean, it just won't end. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather. Nina, please listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but... The woman on the phone cautiously looks around before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking through this house. I don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. I can't just leave. That's my home. Please, Nina. This place, it's not safe. I don't know what you saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Oh man, I don't like that. It's my home. It's my home. Can I get, like, some applause for that Oscar-winning performance of a voice acting? Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. And today, it was just black coffee. Ugh. I swear, I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth of it. You're a valuable member of our team, Hugo. My foot. I'm starting to believe I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Yeah, no, this might be inspired by Alan Wake. Or like, I'm not sure if anyone has heard of it, but Hotel Dusk, Room 215, this is also giving me those vibes. Though this is definitely leaning to horror. I know I was saying, oh, it's poly-horror adjacent. No, this is poly-straight-up horror. Hugo Laurent, age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one setting. Then he continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him. How it engulfs everything and nothing. And apparently Silent Hill. There's some Silent Hill here. Oh, this music. I'm turning that up for you, chat. Apparently it was already really low. Apparently the music here is really low. We just gotta enjoy it for a bit. Oh, I like this. I like this. I'm gonna leave it a little bit up because I don't think it's. I only think if I turn it. I only think if I turn it all the way up, it's going to match my voice. So I think I'm always going to talk over it. If it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. Proof of it remaining. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't run from my fate, I guess. Oh, I didn't go into my voice. Hugo finally stares at the compiled newspaper clippings he put together. Some of it from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard. Oh, hold on, wait, voice. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there is a reason for all of this, an all too personal reason. Seeing strange things comes with a price. In the end, I'm the one. No, hold on. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough. Mind if I join? An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Good morning, Hugo. Hugo scowls and turns away from him. Then he gathers his files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this as an initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and now jumbled newspaper clippings. All the while, Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? I shipped them already. I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little? Their expressions are so strong. For, like, the style. Like, I love this, like, painterly style of, character art. You don't normally see this with a visual novel. Usually you see more of, like, more direct and cut, even with this kind of painterly background style. Yeah, I'd like some Starbucks right now. Not even a little. Ugh. There is a momentary silence between them before Noah disturbs it once more. Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Two? As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline, the food arrives. Oh my god, are those tots? Are those tater tots for breakfast? I support this. I support this. Bacon and sausage, though? Okay. Okay. But pancakes. I'm a pancake bat, you know. I love myself some pancakes. Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Wow, this... Oh, was that a... Is that Noah or Hugo? Okay, that was Hugo. Okay. Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Wow, this looks so delicious, right, Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come on, we both know if you don't eat right now, who knows when you will. I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Hugo is just so tired of everything in life. No. Noah de Leon, age 27, a natural-born charmer, is just as equally persuasive as he is threatening. I think persuasion actually adds to the threat factor, just not the regular threat factor, you know. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats a generous spoonful without further complaints. It's good. Right? Good food will always help cheer you up. Damn him! I got swept away again! Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about a business trip. I guess it was a pretty sudden one. I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? You technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's a couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day. Pass up this opportunity to get to know you better? Quit it. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. As Noah opens the door to the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Oh, look at him. Look at him, chat. Look at him. 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 Look. Kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kisses upon that forehead. And those giant Rock Lee eyebrows. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What a good boy. And he has his own theme song. He has his own theme song, guys. Buh, buh. This is how you treat dogs. If this dog dies, I'm creating the game. That's it. This dog better make it to the end of the game. As the big dog stirs at the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah. I'm sorry, big guy. He then closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupant. Colby? Oh. He's so cute. Mwah. 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 Look at them big old eyes. I thought he was gonna be a sleepy doggy, but no. They gave him eyes. They gave him eyes. I'm more of a cat person, but I love all animals. I'm more of a cat person mostly because I don't want to raise toddlers. But look at him, chat. Look at him. At the sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. It is his one and only partner, his human. Oh, I love this dog. As if finally realizing who he is or where he is, the old bloodhound stares up from his sleep, pounces at Hugo, and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. I think he already said it for me, chat. He's full of love. Aww. Look at Hugo's smile. Good morning again, Colby. Had a nice nap? Colby, 8 years old. Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime. Has the biggest tendency to just fall asleep all over the place. Noah, who is witnessing all this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He's amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. Doesn't matter how many times I try, when it comes to boosting up his mood, no one can beat Colby. Agency, 7:50 a.m. The three headed back to the office, the space just the same as Hugo left it. A decent, organized mess. To his credit, the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through. He believes he did a fair job. Oh. I'm sorry I scolded. Albeit, it could have been better. Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Wow, the shade on this child. Ugh, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy. I don't know why you're suddenly southern. It's the dog. Before Hugo could continue to go, deserved head. Yeah. I was about to read that so wrong. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he notices someone. A woman, standing timidly peering outside from the storefront. The woman appears a bit frantic, disheveled and wearing ill-fitted clothes. She appears to be distressed about something. When she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I'm so sorry. I know that the close sun is up, but I saw you come in and Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, Before she can continue, Noah swiftly intervenes. It's okay, we'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you take a seat? Noah gestures to one of the empty chairs. The poor woman hesitates for a moment before heavily sighing in relief. She then walks towards the center of the room and sits on the sofa. Can you start by telling us your name? I'm sorry for earlier. My name is Nina Mortimer. Wait. I think Mortimer is the last name of Nina when she is adopted in Monster. I'm not 100% sure, so this may be a shout out. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Watching over your grandfather? Yes. I'm sorry, Miss Mortimer. I don't quite understand. Is he in danger? I'm afraid he is. Miss Mortimer, if that is the case, wouldn't contacting the police be better? No! I have tried requesting their help, but all they give me is the same answer. There is nothing they can do about it. If only I knew who Louise was. Louise? Nina fidgets at the name. She looks to the side before reaching out from her bag for an antique letter. My grandfather, he received a cryptic message the other day. It didn't come with an address or the name of the sender. However, the only thing I did pick up was that name. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Whatever lies in this note must have shaken her badly. Delicately, Hugo removes the content of the envelope and unfolds it. At first glance, it seems like any normal written message. A person named Louise asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake at midnight. Needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this letter is not the message itself. Rather, at the bottom of the page, a sentence far more disturbing is written. I am coming for you, Henry. Yeah, that's pretty disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, I would go to someone with that. Yeah. Were there any other letters like this? Yes, a few of them. I thought it was a sick joke at first, but this one was different. Up until now, I never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or a family friend. But they clearly know who my grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina breaks down. Hiding away her tear-streaked face, she begins to quietly sob to herself. As an act of comfort, Chloe sits closely to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. This very well could have been a prank, but she seems certain that whoever or whatever this Louis person is, they're coming. Do you want more tissues? I'll do it. I'll take on your case. For a moment, silence fills the room. Only stares are directed at Hugo until Nina finally stands up and walks towards him. You'll take it. Hugo simply nods. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. We're glad to help Miss Nina. Nina is fine. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina slightly smiles at Hugo before reaching into her bag once more and taking out a note. This is my address, 4970 Church Street. I'll be sure to greet you once you get there, Detective. She politely bows once more before heading to her car and drives back home. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at his cluttered desk. Still messy, but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort these out later. Again. Car, 5:30 p.m. Okay, chat, we may be going till midnight. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. I read it said it was 70k words. Words? 70k words. So, I'm just gonna leave you guys here for just a second while I go get a drink of water, because my throat is doing that thing. So I'll be right back. I'll just leave you here with the rain. Okay, I'm back, chat. I'm back. But let's talk about this so far. We got ourselves a shadowy figure that's very water-based. And it's called Stillwater. I'm not sure if this is going to be Eldritch themed. And of course, we got ourselves a nice couple. I'm not sure if Hugo and Noah are going to end up together at the end of the story. But they definitely have that couple who has opposing personalities trope going on. Very opposites attract. From the ongoing downpour to the grounds of the car, they sit in silence. Still miles off from their destination, Hugo constantly checks the rearview mirror. Noah, who usually chats his ear off by now, sits completely still. He looks out to the passing streetlights, reserved and distant. Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong? This is a surprise. Have you been looking at me, Hugo? No, you idiot. You just talk a lot, that's all. So do you miss me talking a lot? Ugh, just say it. I didn't want to offend Nina earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished. But it's her last name that caught me off guard. Yeah, because his face made the surprise reaction when she said Mortimer. Have you heard about the Mortimers? They're a pretty distinguished family. Well, they used to be. What do you mean? They've been struck with so many tragedies that over time people began to believe they were cursed or something. Every other year I would see a headline on local news about one of the family members' deaths. And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled as accidents. No foul play, no nothing. Just another unfortunate event for the family. Maybe I understand why she wouldn't go to the police. Maybe she probably thought they perceive her as paranoid or hysterical. Or worse, crazy. I can't imagine all this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there. Is that why you decided to come with me? Well, partially. I'm more worried about you, though. Huh? Think of it this way, I'm the appointed driver. When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital. Besides, two are better than one. Exactly, I was fine with Colby coming with me. Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2? Ugh. I want, like, the Barbie meme. I want the Barbie picture meme. The ones with the mugshots. But with Hugo and Noah. I need that. I want to draw that. The Mortimer Estate, 6 p.m. Yeah, that looks like a rich person house where everything bad happens. Passing through countless dirt roads and steep cliffs, the estate reveals itself beyond the evergreen. Nestled and tucked away from prying eyes, it stands tall, looming from a distance. Hugo and Noah could only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor as they parked adjacent to Nina's car. Wow, and to think she came all this way just to request us? Took us more than a couple hours to get here. Maybe she really didn't have a choice. What do you mean? Come on, she's waiting for us. Immediately after exiting the driver's seat, a sun-sharp pain raised heavy on Hugo's chest. Grasping tightly at his coat, he begins to gasp for air. His gaze hazes as he leans close to the car. Like a fish drawn out from the sea, he desperately heaves. But this ache he harbors pales in comparison to a pain far more excruciating. Is it the house? No. Something far more sinister. He feels it. Someone is watching him. A piercing gaze fixed on him. Like a leering bug. Like leering at a bug and ready to strike. I'll never forgive you. What the hell? Damn it, already? I need to hurry or else. Hey, are you alright? Noah calls out to him, snapping him out of his fixated trance. Colby nudges his head against Hugo, whining with concern over his partner's well-being. Did you hear that just now? Hear what? That voice. So close to my ear, Is everything alright? Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I'm just a bit winded out from the trip, that's all. I'd be happy to make you coffee at the very least. If it's no trouble. No, not at all. It's the least I can do. Once again, this subtle uneasiness from Nina resurfaces. But before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walked off toward the front porch without saying another word. Are you sure you're alright? You sound like you were choking earlier. I said I'm fine. Besides, while we're here, we can't back out now. Listen to me, I think you should... Noah abruptly cuts his lecture short as he notices Nina stopping by the front door. She stands there silently, as if contemplating something. I know this may sound rude, but I didn't get a chance to know your names. Well, you were pretty out of it when you walked in. I'm really sorry about that. No worries. This is Detective Hugo Laurent, his assistant Colby, and I'm his second assistant, Noah de Leon. That seems so real. So surreal. Just like a cartoon. Nina meekly smiles before turning away from them. I haven't been quite honest with you, Detective Laurent. Just like before, as if carefully choosing her next words, she decides that in this situation, words are not enough. You'll see for yourselves what I mean. And with that, Nina enters the house, leaving the three to follow behind. Hugo is about to enter through the foyer when he feels a tug on his arm. Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. You'll be the first to know. And with that, Noah releases his grip on Hugo. They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the door. Okay, so let's chat. Let's have a chat, my bats. So we already know something's going on in the mansion. But what I'm getting is that Hugo has, powers. Like he's psychic or psychic adjacent. And that helps him solve crimes. And I guess Noah knows. I'm not 100% sure if Noah knows or if Hugo just gets in a lot of trouble and Noah is just the one who takes care of him. Noah is his keeper, I guess. Greeted with a brightly lit hallway, Hugo notes that the interior is just as grand. But, like, yeah, Hugo seems psychic from what we just got. Like, he can, like, that ghost, like, just was, that ghost said, fuck you in particular. Adorned with floral accents and antique paintings, exudes an elegant charm found only in a resplendent house just like this. However, Hugo notices something even more distinct than this splendor. The house is much more terrifying inside than out. Please, come this way. Bracing themselves, they enter the dimly lit drawing room. At first glance, Hugo could not discern the silhouette situated at the far corner. However, on closer inspection, he now understands the reason for all of Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Granddaddy? Granddaddy? Sorry, Granddaddy? Sorry, Granddaddy? Sitting on the armchair is a young man. He is dressed in a white collared-down dress shirt tucked in with black slacks and black penny loafers. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around here. Benjamin Button disease. Still, motionless like a doll. Grandpa looking good. I want to know his skincare routine. Grandpa looking amazing. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Warner and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah couldn't help but feel unnerved. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them, and yet he remains. And yet And yet here he remains, forever unchanging, forever young. They've come a long way, so I'll be making some coffee. Would you also like some, Grandpa? The young man still does not reply back, never glancing at Nina or anyone else in the room, only fixed on the rain. I'll be sure to make a cup for you too. She then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah and back to the foyer. Bearing more questions, the two follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There is an all too familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes, they're similar to his own. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will not end well. Nina, that man. Yes, he's my grandfather, the one I asked you all to watch over. I know this is hard to believe, but... Nina draws something out of her pocket. It's an antique picture of a young man with slick black hair wearing a luxurious suit. He appears to be poised and refined, a complete contrast to the current Henry Mortimer. This isn't much to go by, but I swear he is the same person. Then why does he look so young? It happened a few nights ago. Sorry, I got an itch. The bat feet itch. The grippers itch. I was on my way to get a cup of tea, and I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him up, but when I did, he looked so different. So many things were rushing to my head, and yet he felt so familiar to me. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night. And his face, I recognized his face. He just looked younger. That was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. I'm sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the dripping sounds, the letter, and now this. Maybe my family really is They're not. Curses aren't real. Detective. I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. In reality, the ones who fix on it feeds off of it. Rumors, doubts, lies, all those things are what they want. All those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly heal or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Personally, I think you are caught up in all this. But I assure you, we'll see this through. For you and your grandfather. Thank you. Good. Now, our first priority is to find out more about Louis. Nina, the letter you showed us back at the agency. Do you have it with you? Yes, it's here. Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back. Of course. I'll check upstairs. Noah, you and Colby check the ground floor. Got it. Before they leave to do their own investigations, Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans in, close enough for Nina not to hear. Keep an eye close on Mr. Mortimer and Nina. Especially Nina. Okay. I'm counting on you. You too, boy. And with that, Hugo heads upstairs, starting his investigation. Mortimer Estate, 11:30 p.m. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his findings would eventually lead him here. This is it. Hugo walks to the nearest lampshade and opens it. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the house is. From customized drapes to vintage furniture, everything here exudes that extravagance. But much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds this one in particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a sense of gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is moldering, despite its preserved nature. I need to hurry. I don't want to stay here for too long. Mortimer Estate, 11:50 p.m. Oh, we're doing stuff. He searches and searches, still no sign of anything. Not one thing pertaining to Louis. Damn it, nothing? It's as if he's cleared out everything, just blank everywhere. No, it has to be here. I'm just missing something. He ponders again, before remembering the letter. This is the only proof Louis exists so far. I'll try to read it again. Maybe I overlooked it. Yeah, they're very expressive. It's not like... Hugo is more face expression, but Noah is very full body, and Nina seems to be in between both of them. As he takes the letter from the envelope, he notices a change within. Bearing no foreboding thread at the bottom of the page, it looks like I will speak English normally one day. Bearing no foreboding thread at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter. What the? If you can't come, then I understand. It's pretty dreary after all. But if I can ask one last favor of you, could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me, but I like for you to have it. I'd be happy knowing it's with you. Thank you for everything, Henry. Forever yours, Louis. This is the same Louis. I thought he was the cause of all this. I don't understand. Without warning, the sound of a click could be heard across the bedroom, as if something unlocked itself. Hugo turns around and sees at the foot of the bed a chest. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well, left to rot on its own. Preparing himself, he opens the chest. Inside, scrambled together, are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. Hugo continues to rummage through when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. Oh shit. Okay, so before we go on, we've hit the gay. We've hit the gay square on the head with the gay hammer. The gay nail, the gay hammer. So we know the grandpa is bi, or he had a secret gay lover. Because if he's the patriarch, he had to make the family line. He had a wife. Young man found dead by the lake. An unidentified young man was found on the morning of I wish I had a soundboard so I could just go boop, boop, boop. An unidentified young man was found on the morning of 3 days prior to his death, according to the police. Ruled out as a suicide, police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself. This is certainly a tragic loss, an unfortunate event indeed. Comments? No claim of his body has been made yet. Louis. By the corner of Hugo's eye, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. He reaches for it. A locket of brilliant gold shines unblemished, retaining a timeless luster. Inside it safeguards a picture of a young man with glasses, smiling brilliantly. This must be the locket that he was talking about. It's so pretty. I'm surprised it still shines like this. In this picture. Did he put it? Did he put this here? No, it must have been Henry. But why? Why would he store it away like this? What should I do? Oh, the choice. The choice. We're saving. We're going to take the log because that's the smart decision, chat. I should probably hold on to this for now. Hugo is about to put everything back into the chest when he feels a cold and wet sensation crawling up his leg. Water? A pool of water relentlessly spreads across the floor, already seeping into the chest. Damn it, no! Suddenly the light shuts off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. Hugo is about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of pale feet before him. Looming over him stands a tall and ominous figure, his face shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears as a young man, but Hugo knows that's far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form, trying to be human. Hugo could only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. But this time, it's drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. The words to call out to Colby or Noah fail to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. Then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks. I didn't even see that. All of a sudden, the door to the bedroom slams shut and the entity disappears. The tension from his body finally releases its agonizing grip, and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurred and breathing jagged, he staggered towards the door. He yanks at the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed. Fuck! Noah! Colby! To his dismay, he is only greeted by the silence at the other end of the door. Damn it! From a distance, he faintly hears the sounds of Colby's relentless barking as it gets further away from the house. Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but just like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Fuck this! Frantically looking around the room, he spots a nearby chair. Without a moment sooner, Hugo grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made out of? Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has left for a final blow. Damn you! Just break already! Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers out to any railing he can grab hold of. However, he discovers instead the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reaches out for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. Carefully, he climbs out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of vines he clutches start to tear away from the wall. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but fails when his hand slips out of reach. Shit! I have felt that in my back. Clamoring wildly, he loses his grip on the ivy. His crash lands down on a thicket of bushes. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious. An immense pain spreads across not only his back, but his entire body. God, I'm getting too old for this. Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. There is still time. I can do this. I have to do this. With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started. To the lake, where this tragedy starts and ends. Mortimer Estate, 12:01 a.m. Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Colby! Noah! Where are you? He hears faintly the sounds of barking and echoes of people yelling in the distance. He rushes toward the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Hugo is always done. I think Hugo is living the kind of done life. Hugo seems to have trauma, and he hasn't reacted in the I'm going to be nice to everyone way. He has reacted in I'm done life. I'm done with life way. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop! Grandpa! Let me go, Grandpa, please. Nina, please, it's dangerous. You'll get hurt too. I don't care. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. It's at that instant, Hugo trudges against the wire and pursuing in Nina's stead. Hugo! No, don't! Please fall deaf to his ears. Not even the whines and worried cries of his partner can make him turn back. Determined, he trudges further in. Nearing the deep end, he sees Henry Mortimer gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more frail and disheveled, as if all the life has been drained from him, surrendering it all to the lake. Before Henry can lean in, Hugo reaches and tugs at his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me. Motionless and unresponsive, he still stares deeply into the water. There's so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives, and you are one of them. To Nina, you are all she has left. She needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if being stirred by the mention of Nina. He slowly turns to face Hugo. Nina. However, just as cruel and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. All of this is my fault. If only I got to Louise sooner, then none of this would have happened. Henry inches even closer to the edge. Louis, I'm sorry. I should have. Should have what? Gone in his stead? Gone with him? You know that wouldn't resolve anything. Not for you or Louis. I read what he wrote to you those years ago. He understood if you didn't want to come see him. The thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Louis never thought anything less of you. The locket is proof of that. Louis' locket. Yes, It's the symbol of his love for you. That's why you don't have to shoulder all this pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. About you and Louis. All of it together. Hugo not only extends not only his hand to him, but a promise. A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. A way to forgive himself. He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he is about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. Its arms unnaturally contort around him, while its head perches on his shoulder. This thing. This Louis is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing, cold green eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair. We can be saved. We can be forgiven. There is only one true way out of this. I will share with you the happiest of endings. Before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. Mr. Mortimer! Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives after him into the abyss. 12:30 a.m. Plunging into icy waters, Hugo feels shock running rampant throughout his body. Like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers. Fiercely and unyielding. His chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his legs. Hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending to the darkness. As he finally gets closer to Henry, long, snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out from him. He tries desperately to wrench its hands away, but with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to grow heavier and heavier. Louis, where are you, Louis? It's looking for Louis. Digging deep into his coat's pocket, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket Henry kept and has long forgotten. Holding it out, it shines ever so brightly in the dark. Ah, there you are. It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops the chain and kicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart burning and his body screaming, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there. I just have to. As the lights on the surface begin to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses consciousness, he notices a figure swimming towards them, getting closer and closer. And then, everything fades to black. Drifting along with what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through, rave after rave, not knowing where he's going, or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. How long has it been since he's had a good night's rest? It's been too long. Maybe I should take that rest now. I like that so much. I agree you deserve it, but not here. Huh? I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you before I go. Louis. You've done so much for me and Henry. Thank you. No worries. From a far distance, a voice cries out to him, beckoning him to come back. Well, I guess this is it. Take care, Hugo. With his eyes closed and all his senses returning, he feels the constant tugs and lurks of a certain bloodhound, whining as he tries to wake up his partner. Hugo! He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly close for comfort. Eyes shot right open, he jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining water in his lungs. Are you alright? Noah starts to pack his bag while Colby continues to whine over Hugo. What happened? Where's Mr. Mortimer? He's safe. So is Nina. They're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon. Thank goodness. Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of thank goodness, I swear you don't listen to a damn word I say. Oh, Hugo being told off by his keeper. Look at that face. I'm sorry, Noah. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh, then continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them. Detective Lloyd? Oh, Nina. There's someone I want you to meet. Behind her stands an elderly man. Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side, pensively as he ponders to himself. Sir? Sir, where did all of your color go? Sir? Sir, I don't like this. Where did all the melanin go? Although his youth has long faded, his eyes still are what catches Hugo's attention. They're no longer piercing and vicious green. Only eyes like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective. I never got the chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Louis lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I dragged everyone down. And I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her. The one to blame for all of this. But you, someone I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you. Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him. It's my pleasure, sir. But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hands one last time. I hope that someday, you too will overcome it. The next day. Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning. With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by closer inspection, he looks like he's going to combust any minute. Are you writing up the report? Without looking up, Hugo responds back. Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours, too. I will, but since I haven't had breakfast yet, and I don't like eating by myself. Breakfast! Let me guess. 2 is better than 1. Bingo! Wow, Hugo. You're really catching on. I'm so proud of you. Ugh, shut it, will you? I swear, if only I hadn't fallen off from the goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter. Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way, mind telling me what happened to the Mortimer window? I broke it. Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? I know, it was really dumb of me. I'm sorry. Relatable, yeah, paperwork and adulting is relatable. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill. And surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. So what, you just called it a day after all that? Hugo's smile is the best smile because he's a grumpy character. I love his smile so much. He also needs to work on his stature. Oh my god. Look at how much he is slumping over. That man has been shrimping. My dad has something. So what? You just called it a day after that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it. You paid for it. Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it. But each time I kept insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that we all went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. Ugh. You know what? He's right. After all that we went through, I deserve at least a nap. Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Colby follows after him. Wait, what about breakfast? I'll eat it later. It's nap time now. Heavily sighing, Noah sets aside the food on his desk and joins the other two at the couch. Ugh, I'm getting old. I mean, you are old. Shut it. Colby whines, asking for head scratches. Sorry, boy. Silently, Hugo scratches the back of Colby's ears as he leans closer to Noah. You know, I'm glad you came along. I'm glad you came along yesterday. Oh, what's this? Are you getting chummy with me now? Call it chummy or whatever, but I really mean it. If you hadn't saved us back there... Look, I told you before. I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest. You deserved it. You too. A calming silence fills the room as the three fall deeper into sleep. No big parties or celebrations. Just each other's comfort in sharing this small but rewarding night's rest. Good end, a night's rest. Thank you for playing. What's the break room? Let's check out the break room. Oh, we have a jukebox? Who's that sound like? I don't know. Dev notes. Hi. We're gonna read the dev notes because the devs deserve it. Hi, my name is Henri, and I'm the writer and creator of Stillwater. At the beginning of this journey, I was extremely nervous about writing. As my first game jam, I placed an unnecessary amount of pressure on my shoulders. I've had many setbacks throughout this month, but I've come to learn so much more about not only myself, but about my friends and their passion for this project. They made this story for what it has become, and I'm proud they were a part of this journey with me. In all honesty, I think I was on this road for a long time. Hugo, my beloved detective, was with me throughout all my high school years, from concepts to alternative stories. I would draw him all the time after lunch or during classes. However, after a while, I just stopped. I wouldn't think of him, nor would I draw him anywhere. He was always floating, never landing. It was only till this year I came to realize something about Hugo. To me, he was always there from the beginning. Through all my success and my pain, he was always there, and luckily, he crash-landed on this project. Literally. If it wasn't for this opportunity, I don't think he would ever debut with his lovely assistants, Colby and Noah. To all of you who have read to the end, thank you for joining me and my friends on this journey. Maybe one day, we'll see each other again. Until next time. Ota. Ayo, Ota here. I was the sprite artist and UI designer, as well as other jobs for Stillwater. This has been so far the wildest month for me, my first jam and all, and with a team no less. There are a great many mistakes and lessons learned throughout the whole process. I think it is a great opportunity to relearn the projection line as well, since it's been a while I've worked on a project with others. When I say everyone worked hard on this project, everyone went off on this project. Henri, Sasa, Z04, hell yeah. I'm really proud of this team and everyone's efforts on this project. I hope you all get to see and enjoy it as well. Sasa. Hi, Sasa here. I worked on the backgrounds for this game and a few other duties regarding color. Thank you so much for checking out our Humble Studios game. It's our first release. We really poured all of our efforts into this thing. It was an ambitious little project, and I'm proud of my talented and hardworking friends for pulling through with me to the very end. I learned game jams are difficult and nerve-wracking, but an incredibly rewarding experience overall. It's bittersweet to close this chapter, but I hope you enjoyed Hugo's story. Please look forward to our studio's future releases. Hello, I'm the programmer. This jam month was a wild but fun ride, especially since I was relearning how to use WinP. I really had fun animating those scenes, so I hope you enjoyed them. It's been a while since I last released a visual novel. I don't plan for this one to be my last. I hope Hugo gets another case to solve soon. We created this studio in the hopes that, with all of our talents combined, we can help bring each other's ideas to life. Please look forward to our future projects. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and thank you for playing. Let's look at the concept gallery. Ooh. Aw, it's Colby. He's always going to be a bloodhound, apparently. Oh, wait. Ota. Aw, this doesn't look too different, but this is very anime-esque. This is very anime. It definitely has the same feel, though. Oh my god, that yaoi chin. That's a yaoi chin. I think he's even making fun of the yaoi chin here. This chin isn't as bad, this should. With that mouth drawing, that's super adorbs. And ooh, Noah, ooh. I'm guessing this one is Henry while possessed. And this one has to be Louise because of the glasses. Aw, more Colby. You can definitely see this is where they were getting close to the finished product. I think that they have like a more, because I think his hair is more longer in his sprites. This definitely seems to be like the, if we have an anime of these two. I'm not sure if they're a couple. They definitely give me that vibe. Oh, I can't not fuck him. Yeah, look at this sprite in comparison to like these anime pics. Well, no, this one's closer to this one. Like, this picture on the left is definitely closer to that, but this one and this one, the one on top, yeah, there's a total difference there. Salonri only has 2 pictures in her gallery, okay. I'm sorry I'm going through all these very quickly. Oh, customer service. I feel that. I feel that, Hugo. Customer service smile. Yes, happy and Colby happy. Shocked, stalled, serious, worried, laughing, and cheery. Also customer service. Angry, frustrated, the wink, defeated by Colby, and playful. And Nina is permanently not okay ever. She has 4 sprites that are not okay. I feel that. I feel like I have 4 sprites that aren't okay. But let's take a better look at these. Okay, yeah, the sweat drop determines whether or not he's in customer service mode. Yeah, they changed up the customer service for him because he definitely has that. Oh wait, let me look at Colby. I keep going through these too fast. Aww. Neutral, surprised, and sleep. Aww. Aww. And they have Colby as their little mascot. made for Spooktober 3rd Annual Visual Novel Jam of 2021. Okay. And that is it, chat. That is it. That be it. That be it. That was a good visual novel, actually. Very nice. Very nice. Again, no, it wasn't too deep, mostly because there wasn't much to get deep about. But it was a nice love story, like a secret young love that you always pine about. But it goes on because stuff happens. And you feel bad because, like, you may believe it's your fault. And that sort of haunts you. That becomes your curse. And that kind of feeling just engulfs your entire family. It's like Encanto, but gay. I don't know, I never watched Encanto. But I know generational trauma is like the thing, and Encanto, like it's been the thing for the past decade of Disney films. But that was enjoyable. I was expecting more from Hugo and Noah, but I got enough gay from them. And I really like the story between Louis and Henry. Because there's definitely, like, enough there to, like, hint at further story. Because Henry was from a rich family, so he couldn't continue on dating Henry. Henry couldn't date Henry, oh my god. Of course Henry couldn't date Henry, he was himself. I mean, you should love yourself, but not to the point of dating. Do take yourself on dates, guys. Love thyself. But, definitely seems like Louis and Henry couldn't date because Henry was probably, up there as, like, a rich person and probably needs continued family line. He's probably, like, conservative old money. Like, their names are Mortimer. That's not, like... that's not a name you give to new money. Mortimer is old money name. You want to make someone sound rich, you give them the last name of Mortimer. But, yeah, you can basically infer what happened. I'm not sure if, Louis unalived himself. I'm not sure if I can say suicide on Twitch. It feels like I can't. I know I can't say on YouTube. I've already put up my VODs where I've said that. But, there's definitely hits it could be something else, but from what I'm guessing, Louis probably did it. Maybe. It could go either way. He was either murdered by Henry's family, or he was unalived. Or he unalived himself. It's really hard to tell. It's a very sad love story because it's a very young love. And Louis almost has an Ophelia thing going on. Almost, but not quite. But, those were fun games. We had a friend-shaped friend who was our sister, and we uncovered a secret love story and made people feel better. We made people feel better across the board. We figured out all the mysteries. We know who killed the sister and why she became the friend. And we helped Louis move on, and Henry move on. We did good tonight, chat. We have saved some lives. But, who am I rating tonight? Who am I rating tonight? Because I know that some of the people who I was playing on... Okay, who we got? Okay, we got, I feel like I should raid Ruby. Because I was going to raid B because she was doing charity for a pride charity thing. Wait, who else is doing that? Who else is doing that? Who did B raid? And I'll raid them. Lolitov. I haven't... Let's see here. Let me just search. Yeah, Lolitov is still streaming, so I normally don't raid outside of people I'm following, but I want to raid Lolitov because I want to raid B rated Lolitov, so let's see here. Hold on. I know I was spelling that wrong. Oop. There we go. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope it was fantastic for all of you. And I hope I changed your fate. And may your fates be well. May your sacred night be well. And good night, chat. Good night, my bats. Night.